once they foreclosed, I came back, I was even more ready to fight. I'm like, now I can fight. Because at that time, I was fighting two people. I was fighting the bank, I was fighting my husband. So they foreclosed on the house. Then I said, thank you, and I thank God, and I thank everybody for being there, making sure that there's no investor that bought the house. And I said, we can fight the bank. And thank God, the bank, there's one bank in Boston. It's called Boston Community Capital. They work with people who have lost their homes or who are under foreclosure, who are about to lose their homes. What they do, they ask the bank to buy the homes back on a short sale, or when after foreclosure, they would ask to buy the house back, but they will let the bank know that we would like to sell the house back to the current owner. Some banks, luckily, my bank says, I don't know if it's luckily for me or luckily for that bank, Fannie Mae says, okay, you can sell, we accept that you buy the house back, that you can sell the house back to her. So that they did the closing on February the 29th. So, but they had asked them to hold the mortgage for 6 months before selling it back to me. So right now I'm paying rent and waiting for the 6 months to be over in August to buy the house back. But I want to, yeah, that's very nice. But I want to talk about No One Leaves. Great group. We fight for the people. We see how much homes are being foreclosed in Springfield. How much? Like 2 years ago, like a year and a half ago, it was like over 500 or 600 homes foreclosed in Springfield alone. Highest rate in Massachusetts. Highest number in Massachusetts. So, community needs to get together. And even right now, I don't think that community is as involved as we want it to be. Because some people might say they don't think they are a part of it. Oh, we're not on foreclosure, but you know, it doesn't concern us. It concerns every single person. Because if my house gets foreclosed on, you are my next door neighbor, and your current or your mortgage, your value of the house goes down as well. So we all into this. We are all into this, whether it's directly or indirectly. So the whole community needs to stand up and fight. So what we do is we have classes, we have lawyers that are there volunteering their time to give us some advice. We learn about our rights, and the main thing is that we fight. We do actions, we rallies. Whenever we hear, oh, there will be an auction here, we're ready to be there. They cannot move. You cannot let them move. We gotta stay here. So we rally around Springfield, and the nicest thing, when I came back in November, we did a march in Springfield. We shut off Bank of America that day. It's like people got arrested, but that's what we wanted. We wanted the people to know that we're not gonna let these things go around anymore. We're not gonna let the banks to bully us again. We need to get control, to take control of our communities, because we lived in there. The banks, most of the corporate office, they're not even here. You know, even I walked into my local Bank of America and talked about, I said, can I talk to a manager? About what? About your loan. They said, call this number. It's somewhere else. So no one could talk to me about my, my issue. They just asked me to call. I said, fine, I'll call. So for them, we are just numbers. We just numbers. It's number 73. So they just foreclose. They don't care whether it's new, it's people living there. And that's why we're organizing ourselves. So another thing that was nice is with Ahmad's help, which he's going to talk about it. I'm just going to say that he did help passed the ordinance for the city to pay $10,000. I mean, for the banks to pay $10,000 to the city for every house they want to foreclose on, and then also to also emphasize mandatory mediation. They need to mediate with people, they don't. Because we always call and then we don't sit with people, and anytime you call, you talk to a different person. So it would be nice to have one person that you know, and maybe sitting face to face, they can understand you more than when you call on the phone. Okay, and we really want to thank Ahmad for that, which is a great success, and he's going to talk about it. And last month, or 2 months ago, I went to DC. Because we want to push for principal reduction. A lot of people are underwater and they're paying way more than what their house is worth. So we went and sat with different groups. Some people went to the White House. I went to the housing department, and we talked to some economists. And this is what I'm hearing. They need to hear from us, the people. They said, we can do anything, but if we don't hear it from the bottom, we cannot do much. You guys need to, what that means is just keep organizing, keep making your voices heard. Let's just hear from you. And then we had a conference at the White House with a lot of politicians that made it clear that principal reduction is the way to help homeowners, but also to help the economy. And after that, Freddie and Fannie are owned like 60% from us, taxpayers. And the person who oversees Fannie and Freddie says it makes no sense to give out principal reduction. And they were not going to do it. We were like, really? He said, yes. So what we did, we had like 80,000 petitions, and we asked Obama to fire that guy. We said, fire DeMarco if he does not want to work with the homeowners. And the people who were there, the politicians, they think that is the right thing to do. So what we did, we went to his office uninvited, we didn't have an appointment, we went to deliver the message. And then with his picture on, like a box with all the petitions, his picture in it, he said, fire this guy. And then we went to deliver in his office. And I think it was 2 weeks ago, as I was driving, I heard Bank of America is thinking about principal reduction. I was so excited. And I was like, wow, this is nice. And now, the same DeMarco that said that it didn't make sense, now is saying that it makes sense to do principal reduction. So, what does that mean? If we didn't fight, we would never win. If we continue to fight, we will win. And it doesn't stop here. This is just the beginning. It's just the beginning. We need to continue. We should not even let a month go by not having an action. We need to have actions over and over and over and over. Today, my group went to Charlotte, North Carolina, because there's a Bank of America shareholder meeting, and they're going to protest there to say, hey, listen, you need to do more. You need to work for people. We have to start putting the people before anything, because everybody has a right for housing. How come we said we live in this world? People vote for you to be there and advocate for us. Once you get there, it is a different story. So what about people? They're thinking about making money, these big corporations making money. So making money, yes, people need to make money to live, but don't make money by putting the other people down. Don't make money over people, using people to make money. That doesn't make sense. And what is your moral into this? So when we fight, we win, and we're going to continue fighting. Thank you.